Welcome back to the training. In this session, I'm going to show you. We are going to be logging into our cPanel and then see how we are going to install WordPress on our domain. Okay, so that is what we are going to do now. So there are two main ways by which we can log into the cPanel. One is the first method is through the from the email that was sent from Namecheap when we bought our hosting. Namecheap sent us two different emails. The first one was for the purchase of the domain name, and then the second one was the email that was sent because we purchased alongside with the domain name hosting as well. So the first email is for domain name purchase, while the second email is for the hosting uh, Namecheap Stellar Hosting. So the second email will include the details of your Stellar Plus hosting, and so from there you can log in. You can get the details of your hosting cPanel, and then you are able to log in into uh, your cPanel. So that one is you can, like for example now, let me look at this. I just copy this in domain name. So to log in, it will be your domain name slash cpanel. Cpanel. So domain name slash cpanel. Once you just enter your cpanel username and the cpanel password. This these two information is contained in the second email that Namecheap sent to you. So you can just get it and then you are logged in. That's the first method. Then the second method is to come to your once you are logged into your WordPress, to your Namecheap hosting. How do you log in? You log in by using your Namecheap username. Don't forget, the Namecheap username is different from the cPanel username. In fact, the Namecheap username, without your Namecheap account, you can't have a cPanel. So the Namecheap username is different from your cPanel username. Please, let's we should be able to make that distinction. Okay, so how do you log into your Namecheap account? So this is your Namecheap account interface. Okay, you can just come here. So once you come here, you will just either you log in from here. Okay, you log in, you sign in, or you come here and input your username and password. You put in the correct username and the correct password to sign in. Okay, once you do that, then you are able to sign in. So after you must have signed in, then this is the interface you will get. So you get this interface. Okay, so once you get this interface, you can log into your cPanel from here. Okay, but before we even go ahead and log into the cPanel, there's something very important. In fact, if you don't do this, your website will have a very serious problem, and then you will not know that this is what is causing it. So before, let me just quickly show you that you come here to manage. That's when once you are logged into your Namecheap hosting account, you come to manage. Okay, this is showing us that this has SSL. And just click on manage. So once you click on manage, you just scroll down. The page is loading. You scroll down to where you have name servers. Okay, now there are three different name servers. You have the Namecheap Basic DNS, Namecheap Web Hosting DNS, and a custom DNS. So you are going to change from Namecheap Basic DNS to Namecheap Web Hosting DNS. This Namecheap Web Hosting DNS is much more efficient, faster than the Namecheap Basic DNS. So, and then you just select this. So once you select that, let's say for example it was previously on this. Okay, so you just change it. This is what the default you will have. So you just change it to Namecheap Web Hosting DNS, and then you save it. Wait for it to save. So now it is that DNS server update may take up to 48 hours to take effect. Okay, so that's just what I want you to know. Just change it from the basic to what web hosting, Namecheap web hosting DNS, and then we can now go back to our just come here to hosting lists. Come back to your hosting list, and then you can also log in from cPanel to your cPanel from here. There are two ways now. You have under the domain list. Let me just show you that one more time. You can under the domain list. Okay, domain list. What happened? Something must have happened here. Okay, sorry. We'll go to dashboard. Sorry, sorry about that mix up. So under the in your dashboard, you can log into your cPanel from here, or you can come to your hosting list here, and then you can go to cPanel from here. So we are logging into cPanel from that, and then once you are here, what you need to do is first thing first. First things first, we need to create our webmail, an email that is attached to our hosting account. So once we log into this, okay, we are ready. Okay, let's log into the cPanel now, and then once we log into the cPanel, um, the first thing we need to do is to come to email. You can just type your email and then create an email for your domain. Yes, set up an email for your domain. So what you just need to do is to come here and click on create. So we have just one domain here, and there is a one subdomain that I already created. Okay, so instead of installing WordPress, because this main domain already has WordPress installed, so I'm going to show you how to install the WordPress, but we are going to use this particular domain. The process is the same. There's no difference, okay? Just that this one is main domain and this is a subdomain, okay? So, but for the email now, we are going to create an email for the main domain. So, this website is about fashion, okay? So, I'm going to just say sales at chinascouture.com, okay? And then once I do that, that's the username, sales at chinascouture.com, and then I set my password. Let me just quickly generate password. In your own case, you can just set your password, and then you once you set your password, then there is also an option to include additional settings. And these additional settings are actually very, very good. Okay, they are very important. Okay, so what you just need to do is to increase the storage. Okay, so this part allows you to manage your uh, storage. Okay, the amount of storage you have. You can increase it to gigabytes, terabytes, or picobytes, or sorry, petabytes, or you can set it to unlimited. So I will choose to set it to unlimited. Okay, I will choose to set it to unlimited, and once that is done, I can just I will allow folders to be created automatically. Okay, I can just click on create, and so what I'm going to do now is to update this username. Update the username to sales at chinascouture.com. So I'll just update that. So once I update it, and I update it here, so that logging in won't be an issue. So once that is done, I can just come back here to my, okay, we're already in the hosting cPanel. So I'll just go back to the cPanel. So once I go back to the cPanel, so we have created our webmail. That's a custom email for our domain. So the next thing now is to um, install WordPress. So just click on Softaculous Apps Installer. Okay, I'm going to install the WordPress now. So what we are going to do, I already have one installation here. Okay, I have one installation here. So I'm going to install another WordPress afresh. So and that what to do is that just we're going to be using WordPress, even though there are other scripts here, but we are in love with WordPress. So I click on install, and then I will need to come here and make sure under uh, this protocol, I will select the HTTPS. Make sure HTTPS is selected. This one is showing the already the installation that is already in the cPanel. So make sure I select the HTTPS protocol, and then I'll choose this subdomain. The version is the latest version now. Okay, this is the latest version. I will just leave it like that. So under site settings, and then we have admin account and site settings. So under site settings, I will choose my site name, which is China's Couture, China's Couture Fashion School. Okay, China's Couture Fashion School. Then my site description is Best Fashion Institute in Enugu. I'll just put it that way. Best Fashion Institute in Enugu. And then I'll come to this part here where it says admin account. So I'm going to leave this username the way it is, or maybe let me choose China's Couture. But I'll make a modification to that China's Couture. Maybe I'll just make it Z. Okay, double the Z, and then I'll leave my. There's really no need. There's really no reason for choosing making it double Z. Okay, just for my own preference, and then I'll change this admin email so I can leave my password with it. I think the password is good. I'll change this to the new email that we just created, sales at chinasculture.com, and then um, I will go through to check that my details are okay. Once I am certain that the details are correct, I'll just come down here and then install. Click on install. You may want to tell Softaculous to send you a copy of this installation. So you just put in your Gmail here, and then Softaculous will send you a copy of the installation. I don't want to receive any copy, so I'll just go ahead and click on install. Go ahead and click on install. So let's wait while the installation. So the WordPress is installing. So it has successfully been installed. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. So there are two links here. WordPress has been successfully installed at these two links. You have your home page and then your admin URL. So we're going to open both. So this is our home page here. You can see it looks ugly, and the backend is also what we have here. So this is our backend, and there's something we need to do here. There are a number of things we need to do. Number one, we are going to take care of um, this error here. Your site is running on an outdated version of PHP, that's 7.2.34, which does not receive security updates. It should be updated. And then what version? Okay, we are something is being there's an information here. Okay, so I'll just read out this. The minimum recommended version of PHP is 7.4. So okay, so we are going to go ahead and install 7.4. Okay. So now how do we go about doing that? We come back to this point, find part, and then go back to the cPanel. And then once we are in the cPanel, we just click on PHP. PHP. So once you see PHP, just select this, select PHP version. So once you click on select PHP version, the page will load up. And once the page loads up, you see the current version, which is 7.2, which is what we were told here, 7.2. And then we need to upgrade it to 7.4. So come back here and then click on this arrow drop down and then scroll down and then select 7.4 and click apply here. We wait while we wait for that to update. We wait for that to update. So now it has been updated. So once it's updated, we now go back to our WordPress dashboard and then refresh to see you see what will happen. I think so. The update is done now. So once the update is done, I'm going to come back here and dismiss this notification, and then we want to clear this dashboard, leaving only the site health status. So to do that, I just come here to screen options, and then I will disable this, uncheck this, and then we are good to go. Before I end this part of the training, there's something I need to show you, which is under settings, okay? Which is under. I'm still going to take my time to take you through all this, or maybe I should just do it now, so that we know we are done. So in this here in this dashboard, you have a list of icons or menus. These are a list of menus. Each of them have their own um, function. Like this for posts. If you want to create posts, let's say you want to start blogging, you want to create a blog post for your website, this is where you come to. Under posts, you can just click all posts. Once you click on all posts, and then you can see all the posts on your website. You see this is just this is a default post, which is the one we have here on this blog. So you can just view it. You can view it. So you can view it. Can you see? That's just what we have there. So then we go back. Let's go back. So that's for posts. Then you can to create new post, just click on add new. So once you click on add new, you can click on add new here or here. Once you click on add new, you come to an interface where you will now need to start writing your posts. Okay. So while that is loading up, we have our media. This is where you can add um, your photos and videos, and then other files. You can add them here. Then pages. You can create pages for your website, your home page, your about us page, your contact page, services page. This is from where you create all your pages. Okay. So and then you have comments. So anytime you have comments on your website, this is where you have the comments. You can go here to respond to comments or delete comments, approve comments, and so on and so forth. Here you have appearance. So there's so much that we are still going to do. Then the one last thing I will just need to show you is settings. So under the settings, we'll just come back to under the settings, we have you go to this is for general settings, which I think we are okay here. Because the general settings will show us the details of our website, our site title, the tagline, the WordPress URL, the site address URL, and then the administrative email. You can change it if you want to. So once you change it, then you have to confirm it so that the changes can take effect. Then, of course, you can allow people to register on your website by checking this option. Okay. Then here you can assign rules to your website visitors or to members or those um, who have account on your website. You can assign role as subscribers, contributors, author, editor, or administrator. Okay, and then you have your time zone here, your date format, your time format, and everything in between. So I think let's just go to permalinks and change. So under permalinks, you just change from day and name to post name. Okay, change from day and name to post name. The reason is that you don't want your posts, the post that you are going to be creating here, to have dates in them. You don't want your post to carry date. So you want your post to always look fresh and evergreen. So you don't want to put a date to it, because by the time you put a date to it, it will, after a few weeks or a few months, it becomes outdated. So in that for that not to happen, so you just want to uncheck this and then select this post name. So once you select your post name, so meaning that your post will only have your site URL and then the title of the post. Let's say, for example, you're writing a post on um, best fashion trend of 2022. So it will now be training.chinas.couture.com/ best fashion trends of 2022. And then once you've selected this option, just go ahead and save changes. So our changes have been effected. So that's where we end it for this session of the training. So I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.